And we are live. And hopefully this microphone is the one that's actually working. Find out soon enough. All right, the thing said it did. The thing said it did. And I'm going to believe the thing for now. I'm David Anthony, the Foxy Lord. And together we are drunk and disorderly.
It seems roomier in here than it normally does.
Seems... Well, yes, because we don't have
a table on top of
normally there's a big thing here, but Laura's Ladies and Swiss Mars. Laura's Ladies and Swiss Mars. We are doing a truncated version of the cooking show, as well as a truncated version of our usual drinking show, smashed together into one show, and it's still probably going to go over an hour. But we're still going to cook something because this weekend we're going to South Carolina, and by this weekend I mean like tomorrow. It's going to take us a while to get there, and we're nervous. And I'm gonna zoom in on the comments so I can see them. Hello, I see Kathy and Lucius are here, and let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Lords, ladies, and Swiss Mars, today we are going to be cooking couve omelets.
Couve omelets, I love
cooking that. Cooking two omelets. I'm gonna drink some whiskey.
Yeah,
we've got some sheepdog whiskey. This is the last of our sheepdog. Might as well finish it off before we head down to South Carolina because we can't take it with us because that would be transporting alcohol in an open container, and that's against the law. And oh, did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that. I just forgot about it.
Here, you finish off the sheepdog. Whiskey and leftover ribs. I like that.
Ooh.
Although I don't know where did you learn how to cook ribs? Because we haven't cooked ribs. Have you been cheating on us with another cooking show? What? Oh, there's no more left in there.
I'd like to see all the Ren Fair musicians suddenly are like, and now we have a cooking show.
This is going to be a thing.
All right.
Let's get started.
Here's one of the omelets we're making. It's the rosemary flour omelet.
But there's also another one, which is the other one. The other one's the one we're going to do first because that's how it worked in my brain. Except now you flip my brain on its head by mentioning the second one first.
No.
But it's all right. If you mention the second one second, mention the first one second, we'll get straight into it. It'll be all right.
And then we're also going to make the sage and cheese omelet.
Yes, indeed. So, good Lords, ladies, and Swiss Mars. Omelets are something that I've done before, and I should be all right with this. So for starters, put some butter onto that pan.
Oh, we're back to using butter.
Butter. Last week we took a momentary glimpse at Mediterranean cooking,
where they use olive oil, and I was really excited because I actually prefer to use olive oil and not butter, especially because it makes things way easier to be kosher when you use olive oil. But still. That's not something they had access to for a lot of for Vikings.
Not in the north.
Not in the north.
I mean, you could if you were a wealthy Norseman.
But generally speaking,
you could afford imported olive oil.
Southern Europe, you're going to be using butter all the time for everything.
So, have we put some butter into our pan?
Yes, we want me to start the heat.
Indeed, start the heat because that butter needs to melt. And once that butter melts, we're going to add our eggs. Take your eggs, put them in a bowl, and you whisk them up.
You whisk? Well, aren't you going to put milk in there?
No. Actually, I looked at the recipe. I looked at it, and I looked at it twice.
There's no milk?
There is no milk.
But how did they make it stick together?
I don't know.
How?
We're going to try this and find out. I know. I've always made omelets with milk.
Me too.
So apparently Jen made her ribs through trial and error, which is most of what we do as well. I mean, we've got our recipe book, but mostly trial and error. But yeah,
right, so I guess we're just making a very basic bitch omelet.
Apparently, when it comes to a period omelet,
they don't use milk.
No milk.
I wonder if it's not necessary, or if it's one of those things that the dairy industry just insists that you.
That is a possibility. I don't know. We'll find out. Because frankly, I've never made an omelet without milk.
Neither have
I know.
I know. It was sort of like a
I have a confession to make. Thank you very much, and that is that I am not in fact a medieval Irishman. I'm in fact a modern American pretending to be a medieval Irishman. And
we use milk.
And as modern in America, you put milk in your omelets. So
if anybody doesn't out there that doesn't make omelets with milk, let me know.
Indeed.
And we'll survey the audience.
You know what? I may have chosen the. No, I think that's not too big. What do you think? Should I use a smaller one?
Oh,
I'm going to use this one for this one.
Yeah, if it goes really badly, then we'll use the. It's a 3-egg omelet.
It is a 3-egg omelet.
Yeah, we might.
Side note: in the cookbook it says 2 eggs, but I'm using 3 because I'm a big boy.
You're also making it for 2 people, so.
Well, I'm also going to be making 2 omelets.
For 2 people.
Indeed. Do you want me to add a 4th egg?
That's right.
I think we should add a 4th egg.
Okay.
We're going to add a 4th egg.
We're gonna add a 4th egg.
I've had those 3 for the other one. Go open this thing. And bottom shelf, there should be eggs. We're going to add more eggs. We're doing this for 2 people, so I'm just doubling the recipe. That works. So make sure
we have a lot of herbs to use.
We do have a lot of herbs to use. So let's move one of those plates over to the side just so I can set this down for a second. Because I do only have 2 hands.
Here, let me hold it.
All right, you hold that.
Here, yeah.
Here,
I'll see the egg. Here you go.
Actually, here. No, it's all right. I can do this one-handed. I just switch hands.
No, here, I can hold it. Okay, you do it your way.
I'll do it my way. Because I know.
How do you do it without hitting shell? Oh my god.
I know how to crack eggs. I can do it one-handed.
Very bad at cracking eggs and also flipping eggs. I'm actually just really bad at making eggs in general.
Apparently, by the way, Kathy does not put milk in her eggs.
Really?
So perhaps putting eggs in milk is not as universal as I had assumed.
I thought that you had to. I really thought that you had to.
I know. I always thought you had to, too. I did it without eggs once, and I don't even remember how it tasted. All I remember was everybody telling me, don't do that with eggs!
Well, I assume you needed eggs.
I was like 5.
So that's funny. You just had milk. That's why they were mad at you.
What?
You said you tried to make it without eggs.
I meant... My brain stopped working.
One time I tried to make eggs without eggs, and everybody was really confused and mad at me.
Well, now I understand why. Obvious. All right, swirl that butter around a bit. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good.
Toasty butter.
Indeed, and we're gonna put the egg in here.
Oh, it's gonna sizzle.
It is.
It's gonna sizzle. Ooh, yes, sizzle. Ooh.
Oh, that is much hotter than I wanted it to be.
I know.
Turn down that heat. Why did you turn it all the way up?
I did it. It was there. It was really low.
It was low?
It was on a really low heat.
Was it on a low heat? I trusted you to have this on a low heat.
I was.
All right, you're eating this one.
Oh, I thought we were both eating this.
We'll both eat it. We'll both eat it. All right.
Now it's okay.
It's going to be fun to try and actually work with this because I'm pretty sure that the bottom is burnt now.
No.
We'll find out soon enough.
Well, maybe it'll just be a really toasty.
You know what? Grab that other pan. I've got plenty of eggs. I've got plenty of eggs.
You can't just abandon this one.
I'm not abandoning it. I'm just starting over with another one for myself. You can have the big one.
Oh, you're such a jerk, David.
I can be a jerk sometimes. It'd be true. But hey, we got plenty of eggs. I'm gonna get 3 more eggs. Let's put some.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
you want some butter? You want some butter for your omelet?
For my not burnt omelet.
It's only for David.
Only for David. It'd be true.
Here, have some butter, you selfish jerk.
I'm not being the selfish jerk. You're the selfish jerk.
You're the selfish jerk.
You're the selfish jerk. You're the one who left
You and your private omelet.
You're the one who left the heat on too high.
You told me to turn on the heat.
I thought you knew to put it on a lower heat from that.
But it was low.
Alright, Laura's Ladies of Swiss you should have it on a lower heat than that.
Low heat.
I'm not going to abandon it. I'm not going to abandon it. This is totally not an 18th century kitchen. If you're looking for that, you're looking for Townsend's.
Yep. It's a couple YouTube channels.
You see, yes, a few YouTube channels over. Laura Taylor's sister is Mars. If you haven't seen Townsend's, it's a great channel. He actually knows what he's doing. There's also Tasting History. He's also got a lovely channel. He also knows what he's doing. What?
It's almost done cooking.
It's almost done cooking, you think?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a minute more.
What? Don't we need to put the stuff in?
We do need to, not on your hands. We'll put the stuff down. Wait on the stuff. Wait on the stuff.
But it needs to know I'm not goopy.
It doesn't have to be. You know what? No, go ahead and put it in while it's goopy. I was going to wait until it was less goopy.
No.
But apparently you're the one who wanted to put it on a high heat and put it in while it's goopy. So you do that. I'm going to do mine on a low heat. And I'm going to put it in when it's less goopy. And we'll see what happens.
You're such a diva today.
I am a diva today. I've got a pack for a trip to South Carolina where there's plague. I'm going to have to get tested when I get home.
Wow.
They're going to stiff a thing right up my nose until it scrapes my brain.
I don't want it.
I don't want to either, but we're going to have to.
No.
It's either that or we quarantine ourselves for 2 weeks. Which we may have to do anyway, because we might be going to a second lockdown at some point. We'll see what happens.
Why don't we focus on omelets?
Let's focus on omelets. Let's focus on omelet. Oh, lift an edge and let the running bit go under. Oh, to make it a little bit. Well, I'll let you deal with that.
What? You can't just leave me with this omelet for a mistake.
All right, so go ahead and put some of the sage in this. So for this one, now that we've let it sit for a while, and it may or may not be possible to flip it. I think they put too much butter in there. Oh well, we'll find out. This is all going to be an experiment.
Oh,
Everything's an
wow.
experiment.
Wow.
We experiment as we go.
All right, well, give me the
So let's
sage.
start with this one over here, which. So yeah, this is a sage and cheese omelet. So to that end, we have some sage. Let's start with the sage. The sage has been chopped up nicely with the herb chopper that was generously donated by Luscious. So yeah, just sprinkle that in.
Like in the middle, or
Like all around. Just kind of sprinkle it all around. Here, let's adjust that bit. See. Ooh, okay. Actually, so yeah, this. Okay.
Oh,
do you want more? Do you want more?
A little bit more, yeah.
A little more?
Yeah.
A little more. Put a little bit more in there. A little bit more. This might actually work out better than I had hoped.
Oh, well,
all
that's too bad because it's all for me. You're not allowed to have any anymore.
Very well. We would also like to give another thanks to Luscious because we're going to use another gadget that she gave us. I knew I'd find a use for this sooner or
I
later.
forgot we had that.
I know, we have this. Then the cheese goes into the thing, and it goes into the top part, and then you do the flip on the thing that goes there. And I'm making it into a song. Somehow that isn't a song because there's no real melody to it. I shouldn't say that. There's plenty of non-melodic experimental things. Then you spin me right round, baby, right round. When you go down,
I don't know if that's how that song goes.
It might not. I don't know. I was always stoned whenever I heard it.
Well, it's fine. It's YouTube. We won't get taken down for singing it anyway.
That's all.
Hooray!
Now, do you think that's enough?
That
Do you think that's enough cheese, or do you want more cheese? More cheese? More cheese. You can have as much cheese as you like. All right.
All right, yay!
I think that may be too much cheese, but that's all right.
That's
No,
okay.
never say that ever.
Too much cheese.
Never say
Is
that.
that the whole thing?
That was almost the whole thing. There's like a
Wow.
little bit left in there.
Okay. Well, now here comes the fun part where you have to flip the.
All right. Do you want to flip it?
No, I'm very bad at flipping omelets.
All right. I'm decent at flipping.
All right. Well, that's decent is better than very bad.
Decent
so.
is better than very bad. So let's go. Let's go with this. Let's flip right under there.
Oh my gosh.
Very
Oh, the
good.
suspense.
Very
The suspense.
How suspenseful is it?
Suspense.
Is it very suspenseful?
Oh,
We're
the
gonna
suspense.
fold it in half.
Actually,
That
it's
actually-
okay. It's
that
not
actually
even
came
burnt on the bottom.
It's very. You're right. This actually came out all right. You know,
Wow.
you get a nice, enormous, very good omelet all to yourself. And I did not flip it in half entirely perfectly, but it's
that's okay, I guess.
that's right. It's close enough.
It's
It's close enough. It still needs time. There's still plenty of liquid eggy there that needs to cook. You know. Let's see if I can kind of close enough. Close enough.
Woo.
Let that cook a little bit longer.
That's such a nice omelet after this.
And we've got the second one here, which I made out of dried And out of here, but we got plenty of sage left. So, you know, I'm going to go heavy on the sage with this one. I'm going to use for that was a big omelet with very little sage. We're going to go with over here. We're going to have a little omelet with a ton of sage.
Well, we got a lot of sage
for
this.
Sage.
For whatever reason, it's really hard to find
fresh sage in Washington
Heights. So we had to scour the whole Heights to find it.
All right, we got all the sage in the world right there.
Yay!
And then I'm going to take the rest of...
It
is boobling a little bit. I'm going to take the rest of this cheese and put that cheese there. Cheesify it. And I believe...
I think that might be all the cheese.
That is all the cheese. That is all the cheese. It's all the cheese.
No.
There's more cheese!
There's more cheese!
I have a second thing of cheese. Always have a second thing of cheese. I am going to more whiskey and the eggs will be fine. Very good. We will take more whiskey and we will. I'm sorry, we're going to drink the whiskey. I was going to put it in for a moment. That would have
been really gross.
We are like children. We are very much like children. But then again, this coming from SpongeBob SquarePants. So yeah, I like it. I like making Luscious yell into her phone. It is fun. It is fun. Oh, the garlic isn't for this. The garlic is for another thing. This recipe calls for the sage and the cheese. And that's it.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing. You got your butter, you put your eggs in there, you put in your sage.
It smells interesting.
You put in your cheese, and I've got a clog. I've got a clog in my...
You clogged.
I clogged my...
You clogged your cheese thing.
Clogged my cheese thing.
Cheese meat grinder.
I just got the cheese thing and I clogged... You know, I'm gonna use a chopstick. I'm gonna use a chopstick to...
Use the chopstick.
Unclog it.
Oh, wow, that's a big...
that's
a massive clog right there.
That was a massive clog right there. Okay, hold the crank. Hold the crank.
Oh, okay.
Hold the crank.
Am I cranking it?
Don't crank it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Just hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Why am I holding it?
Because otherwise it will move.
Okay.
There we go.
Did I hear crank it?
No, don't crank it. Otherwise you're going to get splinters into there. Because chopstick is...
Ow!
Are you all right?
Yeah.
All right.
You hurt me.
I'm sorry. I hurt everyone I love. Chopsticks and cheese. This is how I hurt the people I love. With chopsticks and cheese. So, hello Byron, you're here. And when did chopsticks appear in the manuscript? I guess it depends which manuscript you're talking about.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Flip the
Alright, I'm gonna give this a flip. Here's a hope. Here's hope.
Okay.
I'm hoping this may be a bad idea, but I'm gonna try it.
Alright.
There we go. Flipped it, and I'm not gonna leave it there for very long.
Okay.
Not gonna leave it there for very long.
Alright,
and now you try folding you. We'll fold this one.
Oh boy.
And fold this one.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right.
Oh boy. That's gonna be a fat boy to flip.
That is gonna be a fat boy to flip. Because I put 3 eggs in there. And a lot of cheese.
Oh, you did it though.
I did it.
Yay.
I did it. Oh my god, I overstuffed it. I overstuffed it. I overstuffed it. All right, I think we're good here. Plate over there. Okay.
Okay, I think that's too big for this plate.
It's all right. 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 And are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Wah hoo ha hee ha hoo ha wah 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 wah. All right. Fantastic. That worked. Omelette numero 1.
Yay! It mostly worked.
There we go. All right, now I'm gonna go over here, and that is our first omelette with sage and cheese. But we are not done. First of all, because we got another one over here, that's gonna be done very soon. But we have another omelette that we're going to work on, and for that we're gonna need to clean out that thing.
Okay.
We're gonna need it.
All right. Well, do you want me to clean it and you do the thing?
Actually, this is clean enough. This is really just. I just want to get like the egg and the cheese off of there. But like the butter can stay. The butter can stay.
Okay.
So I don't really care if it's greasy. It just needs to be removed of particulate matter, and then that should be fine. That will do it.
I think this is reaching completion.
It is reaching completion. It's almost there. Can you go grab another plate? The big plate. No, that's a bad idea because that plate has a hole in it.
Oh, it does?
Well, not a hole, but like tiny, tiny cracks. It's why I've only put things like the sweet rolls on it.
Oh.
And like pastries and stuff that doesn't run. But this is like covered in butter.
Okay, so what do you want to get?
You know what? We'll just use this. I was the one who decided to make an extra small omelette for my own vanity. So therefore, that is the water from the spatula. Whoa, very You know what?
I think you lost some of your cheese.
Lost some of the cheese. That's all right. There we go. And I got that cheese back. And all the butter with it.
Give me back my cheese.
Cheesy, buttery goodness. My God, I went heavy on the butter with this one.
Oh, yes, you did.
This is soup. This is soup. This is soup.
Omelet soup.
All right, we've got a second one. We got to put some butter in there. Actually, I'm going to bring it over here.
All right, so we were going with less butter than we did before, correct?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, but more than that. More than that.
All right. Yeah.
More than that. Lords, ladies, and Swiss Mars, our second, which is to say our third omelet. Third omelet, second recipe. Second recipe of omelet is going to be the rosemary and garlic omelet.
Rosemary garlic.
Rosemary garlic. And this one, again, starts with butter. What was that in that piece of butter?
Oh, it's a sage. Sorry, I forgot.
Why is there a sage in that piece of butter?
Because it was on the stove.
All right, I can accept that. For a moment, I thought it might have been on the floor.
Floor butter.
Floor butter. We've gotten floor everything else in this bloody kitchen.
Floor butter.
Floor carrots. Floor fish. Floor cheese. More floor cheese than I care to recount, really.
Floor carrots. Floor celery.
Just checking on back comments because I turned away for a moment. It does depend on the country. It depends on the country because sometime around, basically before the 19th century, there was no standard spelling. And around the late 18th and early 19th centuries when they started standardizing spelling. And in the midst of all of that, of course, there came the thing called the American Revolution. And a lot of American revolutionaries decided that if we were going to have our own country, we needed our own language, except nobody wanted to learn another language because everybody was fine speaking English. So we just decided to spell things differently. And Noah Webster wrote a book about it. They call it a dictionary.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep.
It'd be true indeed. All right, take a look at that butter. Make sure it doesn't burn or nothing. Is it melting?
Tis melting.
Tis melting?
What do you think? I want you to judge this butter before you...
You want me to judge the butter?
That's why you want to be all like, no, this is bad butter.
Very well. Fair enough. I was the one who was being a stupid ninny last time. It's my own damn fault. So, again, Lords, ladies, and Swiss Mars, today's show, for those of you who came in late, is going to be a combination.
By the letter M.
Why the letter M?
The letter M stands
for Oh, all right. I was gonna go for as in like yummy because
like
food because.
Good.
But no, you decided to go with existential crisis.
Well, for once it was me going with that instead of you.
Fair enough. So, good chances are, this weekend we will be going to South Carolina instead of staying here.
Yeah.
We have a show. It's going to be a fun show. The Mythical Medieval Renaissance Festival in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
More butter or
Yeah, a little bit more butter than that. I keep missing comments every now and then. There we go. It is harder than it looks. And yes, I have actually gotten fairly decent at cracking and opening an egg with one hand. Who knows?
Yes, he's Eggmaster David.
I'm starting to get better with the dexterity for things other than playing an instrument. Who knows? I might pick up card tricks. I don't know. I'm having a weird existential crisis every other day. Yeah. So I went from being a musician to a cook to maybe Card Shark. I don't know. Point is that because we are going to be in South Carolina this weekend, we will not be doing our regular Foxy's Drinking Hour this Saturday night. Instead, today we are doing Cooking with Foxy's Drinking Hour, where we are going to cook 2 omelets, and then we're going to head over there, and we're going to sing songs while we eat the omelets, I guess. Except I'm not putting this in there. You almost let me put that in there. That would have been bad. That would have been bad.
Oh, okay.
That would have been bad.
What are you
That
doing?
would have
What
been
are
bad.
you doing
Because we're not putting that in there first. Because for the rosemary and garlic omelet, the first thing we need is onions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. It's not even in the name, but there it is.
It's not even in
So,
there.
we got our onions.
Oinowns.
That is not an entire oinown. That is about half an oinown that has been chopped up. The other half of the oinoun is sitting in the fridge.
I like the
for pastrami sandwiches later.
Yes.
Would you like pastrami sandwiches later?
Yeah.
Maybe at some point we'll do a show where we show them how to make a pastrami sandwich. It's really very simple, actually. There's absolutely nothing to it. It's barely cooking at all, really.
Maybe you should have done that for this show.
For this show?
Yeah,
I know.
It's already taken almost half an hour.
We're at 25 minutes now.
Yeah.
This show is totally going over an hour because I am determined to give you a good full half hour of singing.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless.
I think we're blurry.
Are we blurry? Oh, did I get too close to the thing, or did you get too close to the thing?
I don't know.
Somebody moved somewhere.
Stop being a douche.
So yeah, get your onions in the pan.
I guess that's good enough.
With your butter. And get those to caramelize.
Caramelized onions.
Yes, indeed. So yes, tomorrow we are going to be heading down south, and along the way we will be taking videos. And if you become a patron on the Patreon, then you will get to see some of those videos. You may recall that at the beginning of plague season, we went down to Florida. On our way back, we took some videos, and we made them available to the patrons. If you are a patron and have not seen, just go to the Patreon page and kind of look in the backup. Eventually, I'll figure out how to put them onto like a set list or something, or playlist.
Playlist.
Shut up. Set list. Some kind of list. Did you drink all of this or that? Okay, good. That's good. There's a little left in there.
There's a little tiny bit left.
You had some, right?
I did have some.
All right, I'm going to drink the rest of this.
That's for you.
This was ginger spiced whiskey, cask and crew.
We were going to do a thing with it, but then we forgot. So
we'll have to get more later.
And
do another thing with this. Aha!
I'm going to turn the heat up slightly for the onions.
Indeed, that is a good idea.
Because they need a higher heat.
Yeah, I think you are correct. I believe you are absolutely correct. Gene Smith is here from Kansas City, and Blanca has arrived. Hello there. And yes, so if you're a patron, then you can go back into the videos, which I will eventually organize into some sort of a playlist.
You should maybe do something with your carpenter skills or your crafting skills and do something with that. As suggested.
What, in order to make a playlist?
No, you've.
I mean, I can make a cabinet or like a thing that cycles out.
No, as part of your not music series.
Oh, is that part of that?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? I could do that. That sounds like a bad idea. I only say it sounds like a bad idea because I live in a small New York flat with very little room. If I had a nice bit of property, I could build a workshop in the backyard. I can make a whole video about building the workshop. Either way, the point is, I'll worry about that when I decide that I want sawdust everywhere, which may come. That might happen. It may happen. But in the meantime, tomorrow we are heading down to South Carolina, and on the way down and on the way up, we'll take some videos of interesting places that we find where there aren't any people. And we're going to just have to go into the woods or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. What are we doing here? Is this how we walk through South Carolina? Is this the South Carolina shuffle? Am I doing it right?
You got to get more of a jiggle going.
Jiggle it is. All right, here we are.
All right, ready?
Is that it? All right, let's take a look at these onions. Switching from a music show to a drinking show to a cooking show to an interpretive dance show. This is what
you can always you can do the thing, the other dance. Yeah, this one.
Which one? No, I don't want to do that dance. There's reasons I don't want to do that dance.
It's the best thing that came out of that presidency.
Is it? Is it now? And by the way, Luscious, we are going to come work on your new home. And since you were the one who suggested doing videos of your carpentry skills, and that means that you're going to have us film part of that and make that available to the patrons. Pictures of me building a house out of a bus, which I can do that. I totally can. My father's even got some plans left from when he did it the first time. I mean, he wasn't the first one to do it, but he would be first compared to me. He usually is, having been born many years before I was. Did that make sense?
I guess.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
All right, let's check on the onions.
If I did this.
Do you think we should put the heat up a little bit more?
Maybe a tad more. If you want to cook them like really fast, so you have to keep an eye on them.
I am going to have to keep an eye on them. All right, tad more. Bring up the heat more, and we're just going to cook these things fast.
We're going to flash cook the thing.
We're going to flash cook these things. Because I'm getting tired of looking at the onions sizzle. I'm sure you are too. I want to add, because the egg is where it gets interesting. Yeah. That's where we see, A, what else goes into this thing, and B, you get to watch me struggle to flip the thing.
Then we would have used the other burner to start searing the onions.
While we were
making a second omelet.
Yeah, I'm going to drink some of the skooma. The lid is still on. I'm going to unlid the thing. By lid, I am the lid. No. That's been sitting for a long time, hasn't it?
I think it has. This is like a couple.
We made that like a month ago. Yeah. And we've been kind of nursing it for the last 2 weeks. Which is, did you spill it all over yourself again?
No, I spilled it on the floor this time.
Oh, good. Here, give that back. You don't get the skooma.
And myself a little bit.
And on yourself a little bit.
Here, I'll solve it quickly with the...
With the what?
I don't know if anybody saw that.
What are you trying to do? Spray yourself in the face?
Yes.
Yes? That's what you're doing? Fantastic. All right. I believe that our onions are done. Let's bring the heat down on this thing.
Oh, don't step in the skooma.
I did not. I danced around the
floor skooma.
I danced around the floor skooma. Like something that dances, like, I don't know, like a
thing that dances.
Like a that dances around the floor. Like a Khajiit assassin. How about that?
I guess that works.
There we are.
I'm gonna dance around it like a thing that
dances around things.
You were saying so many beautiful things tonight. Did you know that? That's up there. I tried to make eggs without the eggs.
Why do you shame me? Why do you shame me for my stupidity? Because I deserve to be shamed for stupidity. That's why. It's true. This is why you tune into this show. Not to learn how to cook things, but in order to get to see a stupid man do stupid things. And all right, enough.
But I didn't go in a complete circle.
Very well. Okay, go ahead and put some more butter in there. Because now we're actually going to do the egg thing.
Do the egg thing.
We're going to do the egg thing.
We're going to do the egg thing.
I have no idea what I'm referencing.
I don't know either.
I also haven't checked on the comments in a bit. All right, there we are. It's 40 feet long. I hope you're talking about the bus. Because I am not sure.
I'm also 40 feet long.
Yeah, are you?
Not inches. Feet.
How?
I just.
Where do you hide it all? I want to know where you put it. That is what Eleanor Motherman has joined us. So today
this is a very hot pan.
Oh, what is my favorite? Okay, so I'm going to answer the question first of what we are cooking. For those who have just wandered in, we are cooking 2 omelets. We have finished the first omelet, which we made two exactly the same omelet twice because I was stupid. And now we are working on our second omelet. Our first omelet was sage and cheese.
And the next one is going to be...
Next one is going to be rosemary and garlic. But also onions.
But that's not in the name.
That's not in the name.
This keeps getting all blurry, which is very annoying.
And as we have mentioned before, with both of these omelets, we have eggs but no milk, which surprised both of us because we grew up in a world where milk is put into omelets.
And scrambled eggs, which
One
is what I
foxy
made.
bard and a twig.
Because I can't flip omelets.
We'll push the boundaries of what can be done with eggs.
Hey, you want to know what's weird about these recipes?
Come join us for the summer blockbuster hit of the season.
Wow, we got a
The
good
summer
spot.
blockbuster that is such a summer blockbuster that it happens in November. Well, it's 70 degrees out in New York.
Oh,
Come see this great blockbuster. Dos huevos.
Except we use 3.
Pero
are we the
los
eggs?
tres.
Unless we're the eggs.
We are the eggs.
We've been the eggs the whole time.
Indeed. It's called Two Brothers. I'm alright. Alright, so we have put our second batch of eggies in here, and they are already starting to solidify a bit, which
Good
is
job,
good.
eggies.
And we're going to give that just a little bit more time, and we are going to add our onions, as well as, if you can hand that over to me, over there, that is over there, that is what I see over there. Over there. We've got
the rosemary.
Rosemary. We're going to add that in just a moment. We've got rosemary. Let's show them the rosemary. We chopped it up ourselves using the choppity chop chopper. Rosemary.
And garlic.
And garlic, which I chopped up the old-fashioned way with a good old knife. And that's it. You put in the onions, the rosemary, and the garlic. No cheese.
No cheese.
No cheese.
Just vegetables.
Omelets don't need cheese.
They don't need
That is an important thing to be. I personally prefer omelets with cheese.
But I prefer them with cheese.
I prefer them with cheese, but an omelet does not need to be an omelet with cheese.
Yeah.
You can be a good omelet even without cheese.
I was going to say, you can make it vegan.
Not everybody likes omelets without cheese,
yeah, I
but
don't
that's
think you can
alright.
really have a vegan omelet just because.
I'm trying to get philosophical about omelets. It sounds so stupid. I am out of my mind.
Wax
It's alright.
omelets.
Onions do have layers, as do omelets. It be true. And yes, it does come from Shrek.
Yeah.
Coo-coo-ca-choo.
Coo-coo-ca-choo. Shrek is love.
Shrek is love. All right. Let's put these onions. I'm just going to go on with my fingers. I don't care because I want to try and spread them out as evenly as possible.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. I find personally that when it comes to spreading things out evenly, my fingers are usually the best way to do it. If you know what I mean.
I guess so.
Do you?
Spread it out.
Do you?
You spread those onions with your fingers.
Spread it with the fingers.
Oh, we're very blurry at the moment.
Are we blurry? We're blurry again.
I'm making the camera blurry.
Well, that's part of it right there. It's all right. We're just. It'll come back. They'll come back.
It's right
There, they're back again. There we are.
It just does that
There.
sometimes.
It just does that. Sometimes it just does that. So we've taken our buttering onions.
Sorry.
Thank you. I like to know that you have me back.
Oh, all right, camera. Can you?
Is the camera still buzzing us?
No, yeah.
Buffering us?
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use this whisk. Focus on the whisk.
Focusing on the whisk.
Now come back with the whisk.
Hey, it works.
Oh, it worked. Yay!
One of these days we'll figure out how to program that thing to not do that.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that in the first place.
So we put in the onions, and now we're gonna put in the rosemary. How much of that rosemary do you want to put in? All of it?
Yeah.
All of it.
All of it. It's gonna be super strong.
It's gonna be super strong, super full of rosemary. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. All the rosemary. I can smell all the rosemary. It's fantastic.
I can smell it from over
I love
here.
the smell of rosemary, by the way, just so you're aware. The smell of rosemary is something that very much gets me hard. And now let's put in some garlic, and I'm going to go with all the garlic. I put in about 10 cloves of garlic.
Oh, wow.
Like 10 cloves of garlic or so.
This is
gonna be a loaded omelet.
This is loaded.
Omelet.
To the max.
Huevos con rosemary y ajas. What's garlic?
Oh, I
Hojas?
forget.
Ojas?
I feel like that's not it.
As? I feel like there's an A in there and there's a H in there. Anybody here speak Spanish?
Hello?
Alright, I can look it up on my phone. I've got a magic machine.
Oh, there he goes. He's off to go look up the thing, the almond thing. Right now we're gonna find out what. You know they can't hear you. I don't know where your thing don't know. Oh, good.
I found it because it's going to bother me in the brain if I can't know the answer right now. And garlic. Ajo. I was close.
Oh, you were close.
I was very
closer than
close.
I thought you were.
Haha. Yes. All right. So yeah. The question was, what is garlic? We found out. I thought it was aja. I was close. It's ajo. No. Ajo.
Ajo.
Ajo. Ajo.
Oh.
Because that's why it's called that. Because you take a good sniff of it and you go, ajo.
I mean, maybe.
That makes sense. Hey, Hebrew for bottle is bakbuk. Why? Because
I think you should do the thing with that omelet.
What? Where you flip it?
Where you flip it.
Or where you fold it, rather.
Yeah, where you fold
all right,
it.
I'm going to fold it.
Use your fingers.
Using my fingers. It's all right.
Whoa.
It's all right.
Oh, it worked. Yay!
Mostly. Almost entirely. Very good. This one came out the best. All right, just give it a minute to
be an omelet.
To be an omelet. Get nice and settled in there.
We have a single
omelitude.
egg. It's just a lonesome egg left.
A lone egg.
A lonesome egg. Don't. Okay.
I know.
I was about to be like,
you thought I was going to do it, weren't you? Do you not think I could take it farther?
No.
So I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure if I tried swallowing that would break in my throat, and that would hurt.
It would.
That would hurt a lot.
And then you get salmonella, and that would be bad.
Indeed. So yeah, I believe that this omelet is almost finished. And while we're waiting for this to finish, let's give this one a try. Do you want to try this one or yours? The one that's covered in butter or the one that's just got...
You know what? I'm going to try mine.
You want to try yours?
Yeah, I'm going to try mine.
All right, we are going to try our omelet with cheese and sage. There's a fork.
A fork. Thank you for the fork.
And so I'm going to give this a try as well. So, no milk,
but cheese.
With cheese and sage. It doesn't need milk.
Mm-mm.
You don't need milk to make an omelet.
But this had cheese. So cheese.
It does have cheese. The cheese does have. But I do like the sage. I've never had an omelet with sage before. Mm-hmm. It's just not the kind of spice that you would assume that you would put into an omelet. But
it's very subtle.
But we're talking about Viking cooking, so you use what you have available. You use what exists. And what exists is sage.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, in fact, very good indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And now...
For something completely different.
Well, not completely different, but a little different. Now that came out pretty. I'm very pleased with the shape of that one. If you could bring the other one up just for comparison. Because the other one has a nice shape, but I did not get it quite folded over. I got a nice gap here. But here, I've got a much smaller gap. Tiny little gap, and I'm all right with a tiny gap. Mm-hmm. So let us try an omelet.
Oh, you didn't plug in this laptop.
Oh, I didn't tie. No. Bugger. It's all right.
We're almost done in here.
It's all right. We're almost done in here. Let's give this a try. Rosemary, garlic, and onions. It's very, very hot.
It's super hot.
It is, in fact, too hot to eat.
You can try it in the other room.
Which is why we will try it in the other room. Lords, ladies, and Smith Mars, thank you for joining Cooking with Foxy. We are now going to transition to Foxy's Drinking Hour. The show is by no means over. We're 40 minutes in, which means we're totally going to go over the hour, but I don't care anymore. Good. Give that a good steam right there. And now...
Put the butter back in the fridge before we do this.
Put the butter back in the fridge before it melts. And now we are going to move over to the other room for Drinking with Foxy.
And
after
we're
the
going to
cooking.
be musicians.
Apparently, by the way, Viking butter is 10 times saltier than store-bought butter. Store-bought butter.
I did not know that.
So we're we might want to try getting like extra salted butter and try it with that and see what happens.
Indeed.
But in the meantime, we are going to shift over to the next room. So I know how to do this. Here we go. Okay, you grab it. You put that over
the microphone.
Here, put that over there.
Okay.
Just so that this is out of the way for a moment.
Okay. All right.
We'll grab that in a minute.
Right.
Yep, put this in there. Oh.
Okay, I'll grab the microphone.
You grab the microphone.
You grab
I'll
that.
grab this.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Do you want the light on or off?
Off.
Off. No light. Bugger light.
Oh, I'll get the charger.
You get the charger. First get the charger.
Oh, yeah.
You get the charger.
Okay, all right.
Where's the charger?
It's in here.
It's in here?
It's in here.
Charger's over there.
But
all
the
right.
thing is dying, so we need it now.
Yeah, we need the charger now. Otherwise, it's going to die. And then this is going to be an end to this show very, very, very quickly. Where's the charger?
It's right here.
It's right here.
It's right here.
It's over there.
Stop. Don't panic.
I'm not panicking. You're panicking. I know. I'm going to get this out of the hallway. Ah.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Here.
I got this end.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right.
Good.
Plugging in.
All right.
Plugging in. And then you plug in.
We're plugged in.
And now, you grab the food.
Okay.
You grab the food. Just grab the wooden plates and 2 forks. 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 I know where I am. And now, that is our bed. Yes. I don't know if you haven't known before. Now you know that when we do our regular drinking hour, hangover hour show, that we are in fact right next to our bed. It's right over here. It's great. This is normal. This is very normal. So yes, you got a short a short tour of our flat, of our incredibly lackluster flat.
Well, they get to see our bookshelves.
Yes, indeed. We need more bookshelves. We got a lot of books without shelves. And it's a sad thing. A book without a shelf is a sad thing indeed. If you would like to help us get more bookshelves, then you may feel free to donate to the Patreon and become a weekly patron. As a weekly patron, you'll be able to see back episodes of the cooking show, as well as other videos that we decide to post from time to time when we get bored or kind of stupid or whatever. I'm going to bring this over here.
So I can sit
on it.
Yay!
There. And then we are here.
And then I
in the drink here. And now we can.
Over there.
And this has had time to cool, which means we can now try our omelet with rosemary and garlic. And I can smell it from here. It's fantastic.
How is it?
An omelet does not need cheese.
Let me have a taste. Ooh, it looks very healthy.
It's very chunky with all of the herbs in it.
Oh, it's good though. Mm-hmm.
It's a vegetable omelet with no cheese, and I usually don't like omelets without cheese, but I'm impressed with this one. I'm impressed and I like it. Go ahead and put that back down there. I'm passing me the water, if you wouldn't mind, because I do have particulates within my teeth. And now.
Oh, there are many swords in this bedroom.
Yes, indeed.
There's also an axe over there.
There's an axe over there. There's another sword in the hallway.
There's a sword up there, and a sword there, and a sword there.
There's most of them are props.
Swords in here. They're all props, I think. Well, except that one, I think, is a real sword. The one that we decide to hang over the bed.
Yeah, that's the real sword. At any rate, I believe that we shall transition to the drinking show.
That has lime in it, doesn't it?
That does have a little lime in it.
Maybe it had acid in it for a second.
Oh, it's a beautiful day in my drinking hole. A beautiful day for drinking. Would you like booze?
I would like booze.
You would like booze? Oh, it's a drinkety day in this boozy hole. A drinkety day for a beauty. Would you like booze? Would you like booze?
I would like booze.
I've always wanted a drinking buddy just like you. I've always wanted to get shit-faced off me arse with you. So let's make the most of this bounty of booze. We've got plenty from which to choose. Oh, would you like booze? Would you like booze? Won't you drink with Foxy? Oh, if you drink, your breath might stink, but you'll enjoy having a drink with Foxy. Hello, neighbor. I thought that was apropos as I was changing outfits to sing that. Did you like that?
Oh, yeah. I didn't make the connection.
You didn't make this?
Well, no, I knew it was that song. I just didn't make the connection of the changing clothes.
Yeah. Changing from the girls from the one that said I don't have a cardigan, I've got a doublet. Yes, all right. And since we are starting Foxy's drinking hour, then it is Mr. Foxy's neighborhood. Mr. Foxy's neighborhood has a booze store on every corner. And a weed dealer's right outside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, and that.
Gotta have that.
Shall I?
Absolutely, you shall. So let's get the drinking started in earnest with this. We did not have a mystery booze this week.
No,
again, because
go to the store.
Because this week's drinking hour is not in our regularly scheduled Saturday night slot. Instead, we are doing it now.
Would you like some wax?
I would love some wax, I guess. But I'd rather have some. Are you having trouble opening it?
Yeah.
Just. Oh my goodness! I can see why. This is fun. Yeah. All right, so rather than a mystery booze, we are just going with a tried and true, a booze that I enjoy and have enjoyed for many a year. Knob Creek, Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey, who has not yet sponsored us, but should.
Yeah, knocks you on your ass when you drink it.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. I'm going to have some water to...
Whew.
Abby has joined us. A few other people have joined us. And
hello, Abby.
And now...
I've missed you.
And now we can start with a song. And tonight's going to be interesting because we'll be drinking, singing, and also eating occasional bites of omelette, which we made from our cookbook, which we left in the kitchen. It's all right. It was going to sit. That's why there's an incredibly blank space right there. like usually that something fills that. It's the book, or bottles, or something. Mm-hmm. And before the book was there, but now the book is in the kitchen, and we're going to sing songs. Close enough.
Play a D?
Yeah.
No, I said play a D, so I know if I'm a 2.
Yeah. I should sing that a bin. I should be by the hand and be best the time of day. As money is used, our personal life's just easy. And we share clear and simple words to say. I'm going, and even where the wind may be blowing. I'm going, streams of whiskey flowing. I have cursed and fled and sworn to fail and then in jail. Tried to stretch me, but the rope always is slack. But now I will fly higher until the chassis and I won't get on my feet. I'll leave there on me that because I'm going. Streams of whiskey are flowing. That he spoke seemed the wisest of philosophies. Nothing ever gained by letting all the tear. The world is too dark, and I need the light inside of me. I'll walk into a bar and drink 15 pints of beer because I'm going. And even where the winds may be blowing, I'm going. Streams of whiskey are flowing. I'm going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I'm going, where streams of whiskey are flowing. Yes, I'm going, which way the wind may be blowing. I'm going, where streams of whiskey are flowing. Where streams of whiskey are flowing. Where streams of whiskey are flowing. Yeah. By the way, did you like my rendition of a beautiful day in the neighborhood?
I did like it.
Yeah. I think I should use that more often.
I especially liked those striptease.
I know. You all got to see my pasty white flesh. It's fantastic. The Gondor calls for aid. The beacons are lit. Or something. Now, Abby, did you love the Mr. Foxy's neighborhood song, or did you love the taking off of the shirt?
Ooh, a girl can do two things.
Indeed. ¿Por qué no los dos? I'm going to have some of this that is in the bottle, which I guess we're finishing this bottle at some point. Like now-ish, or tonight. Not now, but
Might as well. There's not very much left in it. Yeah, that
no point.
We used at the Feast of Three Princes, didn't we?
Yeah, indeed. Which was on Sunday night. We went to an ethereal SCA event. SCA is like Ren Fair, except historically accurate. And indeed, why not both? I like it. Wait, what about me buttons? I'm not sure that I caught the train of thought there. All right, hold on. All right, this is where hopefully you don't have anything on my paleness and your buttons.
Maybe you just have nice buttons.
I don't have any. I have buttons on my doublet, but
you do have buttons on your doublet.
I didn't actually button up my doublet. I'm confused. It's all right. It's all right. So, but yeah, I'm thinking that I should start using that as a theme song for the show. What do you think?
Why not?
Mr. Foxy's drinking hole. It's a beautiful day. Anyway, it's even better if it's
Foxy's drinking hole.
Mr. Foxy's drinking hole. And hello, drinking buddy, and welcome to Mr. Foxy's drinking hole. Oh, those kind of buttons. Fair enough.
These buttons.
Those are my nipples. You find that to be hilarious. Do you just like my Gonzo impression?
Maybe. I like that line. That was my favorite line.
That's a favorite line?
From the hidden gem.
The hidden gem that is Muppet Wizard of Oz.
I'm kidding. It's actually an objectively bad movie.
No, indeed. It's
and not one of the better Muppet movies. It does have one really good line, which relates to nipples.
Yes, it is no nipple Christmas special.
Not. I guess it's not that, is it?
I don't know how to talk anymore.
Oh, the nipple Christmas.
The nipple Christmas special. Tonight you shall be visited by 3 nipple rings. The nipple ring of Bender past. The nipple ring of drinking Bender present. and the nipple ring and regretful tattoo of regretful drinking future.
This sounds like the title of a porno. It's the Nipple Christmas Special. Did you mean a Muppet Christmas Carol?
That's what I meant.
That's what you meant.
I meant
That's
the
what
Muppet
you meant to
Christmas.
say, but you said
Nipple Christmas Special.
Oh my god. Well, it doesn't even. It's not even a Christmas Carol. It could be a special about anything. Maybe it's when nipples learn the true meaning of Christmas.
The nipples learn the true meaning of Christmas.
Hark the
herald nipples sing. I would like a nice brass ring. What? Put through my nipple on which to pull.
Where is this going?
Pump me up till I am full.
All right, we're done with this now. We are done with this right now. We're dropping this like it's hot.
All right, we're gonna stop right there. Let's do something completely different. Something completely different entirely. Ooh, I don't know. You know what? Since we're talking about Christmas anyway. La gonna libera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera. El lobo rabioso la quiso comer, más que espanteroso la supo defender. Suele hacer que no pudiese pecar, no hizo mal esta virgen no pudiera. Río, 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 la guanaribera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera. Este que es nacido es el gran monarca, Cristo patriarca, de carne vestido, a un redimido, consejas el chiquito, que era infinito, finito se quisiera. Río, río, chico, la guanaribera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera. Sus profecías lo han profetizado, y aún en nuestros días lo hemos acusado. A Dios humanando de nacer suelo, y al embreneciera, porque le quisiera. Río, río, chico, la guanaribera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera. Canciones que han dado cantado por aquí volando, haciendo misiones, diciendo agazones, glorias en el cielo y paz en el suelo. Jesús naciera, río, 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 la guanaribera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera. Río, 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 la guanaribera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera, despertó el lobo de nuestra costera. Yeah. So yeah, the downfall of piracy or New England's annoyances. I don't know either of those.
Good catch.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I do not know either.
This stand today.
It might not be open all the
I
way.
don't think it is open all the way. Actually, it looks like it is. Oh, it's like weird over here.
There we go. You just got to spread it a little bit. Spread the legs. There's that. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
You have so many issues today.
I do have issues today.
You do have a lot of issues today.
I have issues every day, but today is a day of extra issues.
Why does this day have more issues than the others?
Oh God, Christmas is not around the corner.
Yeah.
So that song was, by the way, ostensibly a Christmas song. That song is in medieval Castellano, so medieval Spanish, and it is about the birth of Christ. It's about that the Rio Chiu is the sound of the nightingale who is going to guard our protector from the wolf, El Lobo.
The Lobo.
Yep, because the wolf is the devil. Or something.
Wait, wolves really do have a bad rap, don't they?
They do have a bad rap. There's
Maybe
a poem.
That's why they're in danger.
There's a poem about the wolf and how the wolf has a bad rap. It's in medieval German.
Aww.
I need to learn it.
Yeah, you should. That's a good one.
And write a melody to it.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Working on it.
Yeah.
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 Being an artist.
Yeah.
Being all artistic.
Yeah.
Very, very autistic.
Yeah.
So autistic that I can visually start working on that novel that I've been working on.
Yeah.
You can work on that novel.
What are you talking about?
Oh, now I feel old. Oh, anyway, I completely missed a bunch of comments, by the way. So apparently the Death of Piracy is written by Ben Franklin.
Oh, really?
So that's now you're the one who's enjoying the ASMR.
I like it.
Maybe
I don't like hearing it. I like doing it.
You just like doing it.
This is like a fun stim thing.
So this is your physical stim thing, and it's their audio stim thing.
Well, this is a good way to test to see if we're actually. I think we are using the mic today because look at the dots.
Oh, yep, that definitely works. All right.
Which means I can torture the audience. All right, I'm done.
Is that what gets you off? Quiet, you.
That's what gets him off.
It is what gets him off. Anyways, Fairy Tale. I don't know. Fairy Tale of New York. The answer is yes. What? Fairy Tale of New York. That's a song.
I'm missing something very big here. I don't understand.
I'll do that song later when I'm ready for it.
I don't understand. What is the song about?
It's about stuff.
Like?
It's about an abusive relationship is what it's about.
Oh.
It's a song about alcoholism and an abusive relationship. And it's a song that I sang for hours on end during one particular part of my life.
Oh, wait. It's not one of those songs where it's framed as being funny, though, right?
Actually, it kind of is.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Not. It doesn't go hard into the funny, but it not funny so much as sarcastic, which I guess is better.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not up for it now.
Not up for it now. Okay. Not up for that
right. We
song.
don't have to sing about that.
No. So New England's Annoyances is apparently written in the. Okay, now that one I've got to look up. New England's Annoyances was written in the 1630s, and it's about how living in New England sucks.
I like these omelets.
Wow, that was a non sequitur. We went from bad relationships to New England sucks to these are good omelets.
I'm just in it for the omelets.
Do you like the omelets?
Mm-hmm.
For Lord's Days and Christmas, for those of you who came in late, we made omelets today, and I am very proud of my omelet abilities. I think they're pretty. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the omelets?
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to see back episodes with no omelets but other kinds of food, then feel free to become a patron. I am missing all sorts of comments here. It's all right. I am familiar with Flogging Molly, generally speaking. Oh, have I seen? I'm not good enough on their version of Seven Deadly Sins. Their version of Seven Deadly Sins is different from my version of Seven Deadly Sins, and I haven't done my version of Deadly Sins in a while. But you know what? I'm gonna sing a very different song than any of those songs.
What song are you going to sing?
I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to go with this one. Oh, that worked. Yeah. How was that?
That was good. That's really good.
Oh, good. Ladies and listeners, that was two different songs. The first one was in Ladino, and it came to us from 13th century Spain. The second one was originally in Ladino, but then later translated into Hebrew. The original Ladino version also from 13th century Spain, and it's unclear as to which one came first. Which song that is.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the one that was in Hebrew, the Ladino version of that came first. But then there was a Hebrew translation.
Cool.
I don't know why I decided to switch. I just.
It sounds good in Hebrew. I like it.
Yeah.
It sounds very sexy.
Yes, indeed. This as opposed to if I were to have translated into Yiddish. That would have.
Can you even imagine?
What, sexy in Yiddish?
No, like what it would sound like in Yiddish.
Well, I could do sexy in Yiddish.
No. The song.
Oh, the song?
Translate it to Hebrew. What do you think it sounds like in Yiddish?
Oh, ich heiße Schwarzelle. Was?
No, keep going.
Hey, die ganzen Menschen in der Stadt. Oh, ich heiße Schwarzelle. Die ganzen Menschen in der Stadt.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
not
right.
what it is.
This sounds
What
right.
is it? We're good on your linguistic abilities.
That is-
I have to translate
My
that
grammar,
on the
by
fly.
the way, was probably very bad, just so you're aware. Bad grammar all the way. You've seen how I speak in English. You've seen how many times I switch words around.
Yes, I guess that's what happens when you learn multiple languages. You start slurring all your words
Indeed.
and grammar.
It just all goes together and into one sort of combined nonsense. Oh, I keep missing comments. So I gotta keep going back.
Oh wow, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
In fact, lots of comments. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And a souffle omelette. Okay, just the whites. So no yolks, just the whites.
But that's
Fold the
hard.
yolk in.
You fold the yolk in. That sounds hard.
It does sound
That's
hard.
like cooking level 20 right there. And I feel like
I'm willing to try it.
Okay.
We'll try it another time. But yeah, I'm liking that idea. And Greek sea shanties. We need to learn some Greek sea shanties.
We do. We have one that kind of counts.
What, is a sea shanty?
Not really a sea shanty, but it is a song in Greek.
I've got two songs
About
in Greek.
boats.
Neither one of. Oh, that
So
one.
Really?
All right.
Which one were you thinking of?
I was thinking of Miserolu and
Oh no, that one's definitely not a sea shanty.
and the Siculus Epitaph.
That one is also definitely not.
But you were thinking alcohol is free.
Which is about a boat,
Yes.
and it's also in Greek.
Yes, it is.
Making it kind of, not really, but sort of a sea shanty.
Kind of. It kind of is.
It's a really bad hauling song.
That it is. It is a bad hauling
But
song.
it is about boats.
It is about boats, but it's not really a good sea shanty. A sea shanty is meant to be a good hauling song. At least that's the point. Yes, we did perform it at New York Fair. We performed there for years.
You performed there.
I
for
performed there
years.
for
You
years.
performed
I
there
performed
for
there
like 10
for
years.
years and years
Yeah, and I
of
performed-
loyal service and.
I performed there for like.
It's all right.
2
It's
years,
all right.
and then
It's all
we
right.
did
It's
stuff
all
like
right.
that.
I'd say let's do like 2 or 3 more songs
Yeah.
because we did say this was going to be a short set,
We did, and
Yes.
then we decided that we were going to go.
and we're already an hour and 20 minutes in.
Most of that is
So-
our banter. We've only done like 3 songs.
How dare you question our tried and trusted formula that involves banter and making straight up and I'm
banter
song. Banter shameless plug Patreon song. All right.
The tried and true formula.
Banter, go back and see the comments that I missed.
We do stand Rogers. You see
I'm
what I did there?
sexy. What? Wait. Yes, we do stand.
We
Yeah,
stand. We stand. You know what that word means now.
Huh? Yes, I do. Theoretically, I know what stand means. All right, so let's do a little. Well, first of all, let's do 7 Drunken Nights, and then I'll do a little Stan
yeah.
Rogers, and then I think we'll wrap up. Oh, as I got home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside my door, where my horse ought to be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, will you kindly tell to me? So just think to yourself, what would a drunk person possibly mistake for a horse? Who owns a horse outside the door where my horse ought to be?
You're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see That's my prized zebra that I got from Africa.
It's only a day I've traveled 100 miles and more, but a zebra with polka dots I've never seen before. But I have seen a horse with polka dots because I grew up in South Dakota.
I don't think you did. But
That was a weird reference. As I got home on a Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door with my coat out to me. So I called my wife and said, "Sir, will you kindly tell to me who was the coat behind the door with my coat out to me?"
You're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's my 3 boys in a trench coat that I keep by the door.
This many a day I traveled 100 miles and more, but 3 boys in a trench coat who aren't trying to get alcohol illegally I've never seen before. How about that? As I got home on a Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair and my pipe out to me. I called my wife and said, "Sir, will you kindly tell to me who owns the pipe upon the chair and my pipe out to me?"
You're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's not a pipe.
But what is it?
Oh, you didn't get that reference, did you?
No.
Oh, I guess maybe if you were more enlightened.
I know.
Alright, it's
there's many a day I've traveled 100 miles and more, but a reference I can understand I've never seen before. Wait, what is it a reference to?
A painting. A surrealist painting. I'll tell you when you're older.
I saw 2 boots beneath the bed where my boots ought to be. I called to wife and said, "Sir, kindly tell to me who owns the boots beneath the bed where my boots ought to be."
You're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. Those are 2 skunks.
There's many I've traveled 100 miles or more, but a skunk that doesn't run when I shove me foot up its arse I've never seen before. Saturday night, I saw a head upon the bed where my head ought to be. I called my wife and said, "Sir, will you kindly tell to me who owns that head with you in the bed where my head ought to be?"
You're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see.
We're nowhere near done, by the way.
Shut up, I'm thinking. See? It's a melon. It's a circle, right?
Yeah.
It's my melon that I like to sleep with. It's my emotional support melon.
Well, it's really a day I've traveled 100 miles or more, but an emotional support melon without a conveniently placed hole I've never seen before. Don't ask what the hole is for. That is it on a Saturday night as long as I'm heavy. I saw hands upon her breast where my hands ought to be. I called you like I said, "Sir, kindly tell to me who owns the hands upon your breast where my hands ought to be."
You're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's my Ariel clamshell bra cosplay.
Alright. There's many a day I've traveled 100 miles or more, but Ariel clamshell play cosplay without an accompanying dildo to go in the castle I have never seen before. As I go on a Sunday night, I saw a lad sticking out the back 3:15. And I called my wife and said, "Sir, will you kindly tell to me who was the lad sticking out the back 3:15?
You're drunk, you silly fool. Still you cannot see. That was maybe it was those 3 lads in a church coat.
You can't use the same thing twice.
Fine, but it would have worked. All right.
Who was the lad sticking out the back 3:15?
Let me see.
Come on, do this for
I
me.
will answer.
Who was the lad sticking out the back 3:15?
The lad
Who might be sneaking out somewhere at 4 in the morning?
The lad that was sneaking out
Yeah.
of the back door at 3 in the morning was just a faithful USPS postal worker doing his job delivering my mail in this rural area that we live in.
All right, we'll go with
of
that.
New York City.
There's many a day I've traveled 100 miles or more, But a postal worker who can deliver my vote so that it'll be counted by the night of the election I have never seen before. There we go. I was hoping you'd pick up what I put down, but you didn't. But I twisted it around to where I wanted anyway.
Wait, what were you putting down?
I was gonna try to get you to. I wanted you to say like the vote counter or something.
Oh, well, I kind of got.
You got close. So you were close. You were close.
I was in the right ballpark.
You were close. You're in the right ballpark.
I got something political.
We need to tweak our clairvoyant connection just a bit more.
Yeah,
our telepathic connection, just a bit. Just
like
a bit.
Brothers.
You were close.
Only closer.
Two brothers.
Oh, you wouldn't get that reference. You're not getting any of my references today.
I'm sorry. I'm an old.
The audience got my name of Greek reference.
Indeed. All right. Somebody suggested Stan Rogers, so I'm going to go with Stan Rogers. I'm going to switch to guitar.
Which Stan are we standing?
I'm standing this Stan. Actually, you know what? Do you want to do that one?
I don't know which one you're talking
it's in G.
about.
You've done it before.
The boat song? Yes. Do I have any other options?
Okay, I can do the other one.
What's the other one?
The other one involves me using a guitar.
Is it sad?
Stan Rogers.
Mary Ellen Carter's kind of fun.
Yeah, but it's sad. Do you want to do Mary Ellen Carter?
No. Do you think?
All right.
Why are you such a diva tonight?
Because
you're a diva.
Because I am. What was that? One of these strings is being problematic.
This is in the key of Stan.
It is in the key of Stan, which usually means it's in D. Oh, the A, that's the problem. There you go. Oh, your E was sharp too.
You know, the improv on that song isn't
Isn't what?
Well, it's not because I'm an expert improver. It's because I genuinely don't know the words. But Foxy keeps making me do the female part anyway. So
you can look it up at any time.
Make stuff up. Well, now it's a thing.
Now it's a thing.
So that would be.
You know, when we start doing the song live, then you can. No,
I think that would be funnier if I improv'd it.
No, I was thinking you go to audience members.
Yeah.
Ask them, what do you think it is? Like, you do the first one, and then after that...
have to work on the timing. But yeah.
We'll work on that. Just the side of the Queensport light, down the bay before us. The wind's blown some cold today, with just a wee touch of snow. On the shore by Lazyhead, on a beam half island. Tonight we'll let the anchor go down in Foxy's Cove.
Oh.
We will walk the sandy shore so plain, watch the combs rolling till we come to the water's jets again down in Foxy's Cove. We'll walk the sandy shore so plain, watch the storms rolling till we come to the water's jets again down in Foxy's Cove. Down in Foxy's Cove. Do you want to grab the power?
Oh yeah, I could do
right
that.
Right behind you.
I forgot I had that instrument. I've never heard this song. Well, I have heard this song. I really like this. I don't know what it is. Just keep going.
Do you know where the tipper is?
Yeah.
Because I don't.
I don't either.
Well, sometimes things get away from us.
Yeah.
My Sally's like a raven's wing with hair just like a mother, with hands that make quick work of chore, and eyes at the top of a stove. Sometimes she'll walk the beach, wrapped in my old duffel, with her eyes upon the masthead reach, down in Foxy's Cove. Where we'll walk the sandy shore so plain, watch combs rolling, till we come to the wild goose chance again, down in Foxy's Cove. We'll walk the sandy shore so plain, watch combs rolling, till we come to the wild goose chance again, down in Foxy's Cove, down in Foxy's Cove. She cries and I'm away at sea and nags me when I'm with her. She'd rather write a government job and maybe just go on board. And all the places I pull out goes into the channel. Sally's supper in bed with me down in Foxy's Cove. Well, we'll walk the sandy shore so plain, watch combs rolling till we come to the wild goose chance again down in Foxy's Cove. We'll walk the sandy shore so plain, watch combs rolling till we come to the wild goose chance again down in Foxy's Cove. Down in Foxy's Cove, we will come to the wild goose chance again down in Foxy's Cove. So the answer is, by the way, Spencer O'Dowd, is that I know The Islander in theory.
I thought you did know that one.
I do, in theory. I haven't done it in like 2 years. So... Here, let me try it on the bouzouki, because that's what I usually use when I played it. So I'll give it a little try. Otherwise, I'll go with something else. Do I know any Leslie Fish? I don't think I do. But on our next episode of Cooking with Foxy, we will cook up some Leslie Fish. For not having done this in 2 years.
That's mostly it.
Home and by the seashore at the end of days, gauges the horizon with the sea wind in his face. Tempest tossed dive and seasons are the same. Anchorage unpainted and a ship without a name. Sea without a shore, while the banished one unheard lightens the beacon light at the end of the road. Going, dang it, showing their way. And I can't remember the next verse. Sorry about that. Let's try the chorus. This is a long forgotten light at the end of the road. Rising, crying, tears you left behind long ago. And I'm not sure I can remember the next stanza.
Oh, I was going to bring up kazoo.
It's all right. I actually was doing fairly good up until the second stanza.
Yeah, it's been a long
It's been 2 years at least since I've done that song.
That one's, we used to do that a lot, but not so much anymore.
Next, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of I'm gonna practice that one.
What key is that in?
B minor.
No, okay.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. It's in a weird key.
If you want to do it in E minor, I could do some fluty flutes.
First of all, let's see if I can do it in E minor at all.
Or we can suck it up and
get by the seashore at the end of days.
Yeah. Well, we could suck it up and buy a minor whistle.
Something like that. Yeah.
We'll workshop.
We'll workshop that.
We've got a long car ride to go anyway.
We've got a long car ride down there.
Yes.
So in the meantime, well, let's just do a pretty song that we know off the back of our hand. Except we're going to do a little higher than that.
Are we doing River? Well, actually, can you bring it up to D? It's fine. Yeah.
I was just the age of 16 when I first went on the drive. After 6 months hard labor, at whom I did arrive, I caught in with a pretty girl to was what caused me to roam. Now I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river will drown me, it's down on me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll build a lonesome castle upon some mountain high, where she can sit and hear me as I go passing by. Where she can sit and hear me as I go marching on. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready and get sober by and by. And if this river will drown me, please down on me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. When I am old and feeble and in my sickness lie, just wrap me up in a blanket and lay me down to die. Just get a little bluebird to sing for me alone. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river don't drown me, 'tis down me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river don't drown me, 'tis down on me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. Wow, that was a little fast for that song, isn't it? A little bit. I don't know. I think as there's a little bit of caffeine in me. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Hey, it wasn't that half fast. Get drunk whenever I'm ready. Get sober by and and in the river that drown me, it's down here to roam. Actually, I like this. Actually, let's make it a little faster than that. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Whenever I'm ready, it's over my mind. And in this river don't drown me, it's down in the road. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. That was actually kind of fun. Knob Creek. Oh! Did you even have any? I just did. Oh, I didn't even see you do that. You didn't see me. They did. We're going so fast with your river driver. I didn't even see you take it. I know. No, it's Six Mars. Again, I'm David Anthony, the Foxy Bard. And I'm Twig. And today has been our first ever mashup between our cooking show and our usual singing and drinking show. It went interestingly. It did well interestingly, and we've still got some omelets to finish. For those of you who missed the cooking section of our show, today's program has been brought to you by... Letter X. No, by the letter O for omelet. Specifically, a cheese and sage omelet chosen with cheese and salad singer. Just the best at this ever. Show the S, that's what I want you to do. And the other one has been a rosemary, onion, and garlic omelet. We hope that you enjoyed, and we hope that you cook these at home yourselves. And before we finish up our show today, because we're not going to see you till next week, because tomorrow we're heading down to South Carolina. We're going to take videos along the way, and if you are a patron, go to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/thefoxybard. Become a patron, and you will get to see videos of stuff that we do along the way, down to South Carolina and back, in like the woods, or the swamps, or maybe, I don't know, the ruins of an old antebellum estate. I'm not really sure. It depends what we find. But before we go any further, I have one more confession to make.
Confess us. I was very focused on my dance.
The confession, Lord says, this is verses that long ago I was going to be a rabbi. I went to yeshiva, and I learned stuff. And one thing that I learned was the following bit of information. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking no beer. The Subrooks, you tell me what you think is not in heaven, and I will have to make up a verse to justify your theology, starting with that one right there from Luscious. In heaven there are no onions, which means I can't rub them on my bunions, and instead I will have to use Funyuns, which are a sad imitation of the original, to be sure. In heaven there is no beer.
Did you just imply you were going to rub onions on your feet?
Yeah, when we're gone from you, don't you? It's normal. Our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven there are no legs, and so instead I will have to chop off your legs and replace them with some wooden pegs, because I'm frying up your eggs in the legs in the fryer. And there is no... You got tasty looking legs. That's why you drink it here.
Did you just rhyme leg with leg?
No, it's an egg with leg. Egg, leg, peg. There we go. Eggs. There's no eggs. Instead, I'm taking your legs, replacing them with pegs, and I'm going to fry your legs in the fryer. And I'm going to eat them.
I thought you didn't
instead of eggs.
And so you were going to chop off the...
I'm sorry, my brain went somewhere else. Oh, goodness. In heaven, there's no fairy tale of New York. So instead, I'll just sing a song about Cork. Wait, that's just as depressing. Fork. I guess I can't get away from my personal demons. In heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all beer. In heaven there are no melons, 'cause they were stolen by some felons who grasped them in their sharp talons. Because felons have talons, I've decided. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. You got one?
In heaven there are no Foxy stands. He's
Foxy
not gonna
what?
be your man, because we're gonna flush him down the can. Sorry, but that's where he belongs.
What?
You got Foxy stands, so I made a thing about it. Okay, what?
Foxy stands?
Yeah.
What's a Foxy stand?
But do you not know what stand is?
All right.
Just go into the chorus.
Here. 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 heaven there's no foot fetishes. Instead, you're gonna just take some radishes and shove them in the hole where I wishes that I was. Instead of the radishes, I'm talking about your ass. Well, there is no beer, it made sense in my head. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven there are no omelets, and that leaves me with lots of regrets. So I guess I'm gonna have to sublet my kitchen to someone else who doesn't make omelets. In heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven there are no peaches, at least that's what the preacher preaches. Instead, you're gonna have to eat leeches, which are not nearly as tasty as peaches. In heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven there is no foliage, which is why when I get some soilage. Wait a minute, it's not pronounced foliage. I made that mistake for many years. So in heaven, we'll try that again with the way that it's actually pronounced. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all beer. In heaven there is no foliage, which is why when I reach a holy age, I will have attained a magnificent story stage from so many years of interesting things to do with leaves, I guess. In heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven there are no pipes, which is why I have no gripes. Until I realize and go, yipes, I'm too old to get that reference. Oh, in heaven, the pipe reference you made earlier. That's why. It's not from my age?
It's from like the 19th century.
Really?
Yeah, or almost the early 20th
Oh, I'm
century.
just uneducated.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm not old, I'm just stupid. That makes me feel so much better. So much better about my life and everything, and where I'm not old. I'm just stupid. I'd say at least I'm pretty, except I'm not even.
Very pretty.
I'm not pretty.
Very, very pretty. Heaven, there's no cider beer, and that is kind of queer. Please don't cry, I've got some right here. Heaven, there's no cider beer. Okay, we're not.
Alright, beer. Why we drink it here. When we're gone here. Let's do one more.
Everybody's telling you that you're pretty.
Yay, I'm
See,
pretty.
you're a very pretty boy.
Yay. Alright, let's do one more. In heaven there is no zen, because I forgot the secrets when I misplaced my pen and I couldn't write down the secret of life. Oh, in heaven there is no beer. That one actually made sense. That's why we drink it. If you're the Foxy bar. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. One more time. In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, Our friends will be drinking all beer. Our friends will be drinking all beer. Our friends will be drinking all the beer. This is why I failed yeshiva, because I lost my pen. Thank you very much, lords, ladies, Fizmars, other edibles. I'm sorry, I don't know. I saw Yes, I'm edible, and so are you. And we got all edibles, lords, ladies, and edibles, and the lords and ladies who are also edible, which is all of you, with enough ketchup and rosemary, which we've got more rosemary. Lords, thank you so much for stopping by. We shall see thee in another week or so. A bit more than a week. It'll be a little more than a week before we see you next. Don't know when we're doing our next show. It might be Wednesday when we get back. Or I might pass out. So it might not be till next Thursday. If you're a patron, go to the Patreon. I will keep you updated on when videos are coming out and stuff. And there will be a new thing to vote on soon. Next thing we're going to cook. What are we going to cook when we get back?
We're going to cook.
I don't know. Exactly. That's why we need a vote.
I thought you were asking me.
No, there's going to be a vote.
Right, you're going to vote on it.
You're going to vote on what we're cooking next. All right, we shall see thee next time. Again, later. See thee anon. Enjoy your day. Bye. I'm going to eat my omelet. I'm going to eat the omelet.